Hi guys, Mary here. Today I'm going to do a reading for the full moon in Aquarius, which is tomorrow on August 15th. So I'm recording this on August 14th. All right, so I'll just do a reading on the full moon. And this card just popped out, the Two of Pentacles. So I'll draw a few more cards and we'll see what messages come in for this full moon in Aquarius. The angels, please show me any guidance for the full moon in Aquarius. Thank you. Knight of Swords. Six of Wands. Eight of Wands. One last card, Spirit. Please show me any guidance for the full moon in Aquarius. Thank you so much. Five of Wands. That's funny. We have a lot of fire energy here, which surprises me. I'm going to pull one last card. Although fire energy, wand energy can also be, from the divine. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. There are no major arcana in this reading so far. Let me just look at this here. Okay, so the first card up is the Two of Pentacles. The energy that I'm getting from this card is I'm getting the juggling of two energies. So to me right now, it's the juggling between the light and the dark on the planet. Not just the light and the dark, but also the new earth and the old way of doing things. So the new paradigm and the old paradigm. So I feel like right now those two worlds are being juggled or are kind of coming to a point where, well, this is a choice that you need to make, which way you want to go, 3D or 5D. And I've talked a lot about this, but I feel like this is a real moment in time where we're seeing the two just we're seeing the two worlds juxtaposed against each other. So this is the time to make a choice, really, is what I'm getting. And so if you think about the corruption that's coming up, the things that are coming out with Epstein, government, governments, not just in the United States, but all across the world, China, the UK, protests happening. So it's kind of like the push and the pull, the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, the new earth and the old paradigm. It's this shift that's coming in. And it's just very apparent right now. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So this is an energy coming in. The Knight of Swords is a quick energy coming in, and this knight kind of cuts away the BS, basically, to get to the truth. So that's how I'm reading this energy, as more truths coming out, more, you know, just when we thought we've had enough, there's even more. So I feel like the energy of this full moon, you know, full moon brings light to things that are hidden. So I think there's definitely more to come, more coming out. Yeah, I would say that with that card. And then we have the Six of Wands. Now the Six of Wands is all about celebration. After a battle, coming home from battle to a parade and celebrating. A victory card. It's usually the victory card. So in many ways, the truth coming out is a victory. So on the world stage, many truths are coming out. And some of it is not so nice, not so easy to look at. But it's also a mirror to each and every one of us, of ourselves. So there may be truths coming out in your own life, personally, as well as coming out on the world stage. And these truths that are coming out are to be celebrated, really. Not easy to look at. It's not easy to look at the darkness that's on the planet, or the shadow side of yourself, but it's necessary. And it is something to be celebrated because it helps us to look at what we don't want, right? Abraham Hicks always talks about knowing what we don't want so that we can know what we do want and bring that into our lives. Okay. Now we've got the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is like a quick energy coming in, and I have to tell you that what I'm getting from this card is something happening on the world stage, something, and I've been feeling this for a while, for the last couple of weeks, that something around the 15th of the month or thereabouts, mid-August, just some quick energy coming in. So, and with this particular card, you see the moon behind there. There's a full moon behind there. So I think whatever action is coming in, it's going to be enlightening. It's going to uncover more. So more and more stuff being uncovered. But I just caution you not to go down that rabbit hole. Just don't go down that whole rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and all of that. Certainly there is a lot of corruption and greed, and that is just really purging and coming out. We just cannot ignore it. It's coming out so, you know, obviously it just cannot be ignored. So that's really good stuff. But there is more to come. I'm getting that. This is going to create some conflict. This is the Five of Wands. This is going to create some conflict, but also, again, the moon in this card. So a lot of moon energy in these cards. The full moon energy, enlightenment. So there will be some conflict, and this could be personally for you. This could be conflict, not externally, but maybe you're conflicted internally. So you may be having emotions where you're kind of like, you're balancing this energy between light and dark in yourself, balancing choices that you're making in your life, dealing with these truths that are coming out. So you may be conflicted, like, what can I do? What does this say about me? What changes can I make in my own life, in my own community? How can I make a difference? Should I even try? You know what I mean? Like, it's a choice how you want to move forward, you know, with this energy that's coming in. Using the energy of this energy of movement, pushing us forward. What can you do in your own life, in your own communities? How can you be of service to bring about the change that you want to see in the world, to bring about how you see the world going forward, right? Because it's all about rebuilding. We see all the corruption coming up to the surface. We see all of that. And now this is the time, I feel like after this mid-August will be the time of rebuilding as more and more truths come out with this Knight of Sword energy. We really have to put that intention out there of how we want to see the world going forward. And we're making choices of how we want to see the world. Do we want to, we're conflicted. Do we want to be the victim? Do we want to stay in victimhood and just say, well, the world's a corrupt place and there's nothing I can do about it? Or do you want to make a choice to make a difference? Be of service. What is your talent? What is it that you can bring to the table to make the world more peaceful, to make the world that you want to manifest? So there's some conflict going on there. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is a slow energy coming in. This is the slow energy. What I get from this card is the slow energy of rebuilding, because change does not happen overnight. We're so used to being in a world of instant gratification. I know I've talked about that before. But change that is long-lasting, change that is beneficial, takes work and it takes time. So I feel like, I've been conflicted, and I've been conflicted from day one doing these political readings. Is it my ego? Do I want more subscribers? Why am I really doing it? When I read on Epstein, I just went with my gut. As soon as my husband said it, I dropped everything, read on it, put it out, and really had to sit with myself if I wanted to continue down that rabbit hole, and I decided I do not want to continue down that rabbit hole. I put out what I got, and that's what I got. And I know that the greed and corruption will come to the surface. I know that. I know that the truth is going to come out, and it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be the kind of energy that is helping us to look at our own lives. And, what is it that you're not proud of? We need to look at that. We all have a shadow side, and it's good to look at that, Okay, so this energy is slow going, but I really do, I feel like I saw this a long time ago. And I knew it was going to be worse before it got better. It may still get worse. I think there's more to come, unfortunately. But I also know that many, many people are waking up, literally in droves. People waking up that 2 months ago were not awake. Just being aware of what's going on, and, pushing against the lies that they're being told. Waking up from the day-to-day, I guess, unconsciousness of, I used to leave Calabria and I'd go visit my kids in Philly or New York, and I'd be walking around in Wegmans or whatever, and I just saw zombies walking around. Now, that feels judgmental, but that's how I felt. I felt like there was a lot of asleep beings on the planet. And I feel like people are really waking up. They're becoming conscious and more aware. So that's certainly going to help the planet. Okay, so I just want to ask for just any outcome on all of this. I know change is coming. I've seen it. I don't want to be a broken record, but I feel like now more than ever, our faith is really needed. So don't go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories. I did a reading. I know that Epstein is indeed dead. I don't see him being whisked off and have a face change. I don't see any of that. He definitely died. When I say he was murdered, Maybe that was assisted suicide. I don't know how it went down. I didn't read further on that. And I know that there are people responsible from, I got internationally and also government. So, but it's all going to come out. And just have faith. It's all going to come out. And this is all for a higher purpose. It's something to be celebrated. You know, of course, I don't like to see anyone murdered. Even someone who is a narcissistic, sociopathic personality, I still don't like to see it. I was concerned that the truth wouldn't come out because of it, but I know that the truth will come out eventually. But I feel like I'm rambling, so I just want to ask Spirit, what is the outcome of all of this? What's the outcome for not only the United States, but for the planet as a whole? What is the outcome for the world? Please show me. Death. It's funny, I was just talking about Epstein and did he really die? But the death card in this reading is not about death. It's about transformation. A huge, huge change is coming. And that's what the last couple of years have been about. So keep the faith. There is a huge change coming. This is the time to be in meditation and really put your intention out of how you see the world. And then do what you can on a small scale. Maybe it's a large scale. Maybe you're going to run for office. I don't know. But just do what you can in your community. Okay, this card wants to pop out. This is the Lovers. And I just got the chills because what I'm getting from this card and is indeed love. I just got brought back to my near-death experience where I, you know, it's funny, when I crossed over, I knew everything. Everything made sense. Everything fell into place for me, and I just felt at peace, and I felt total love and bliss and all of that, and I think I've talked about it before. But the only thing I remember from that experience that I brought back with me is that we are all one, and the only thing that matters is love. Love is all that matters, and it's as plain as that. It's as plain as that. And so keep the faith. There's a huge change and transformation coming. I know a lot of you are conflicted, and I just feel like a lot of you may wonder what can you do, and maybe feel overwhelmed at the greed and just all of the crap coming out, and not knowing what to do. But one thing you can do is just feel that love. Be in that love. Stay in that open heart. Breathe in and out through your heart. Be in gratitude. Be grateful for what it is that you have. Shine your light. I know I'm a broken record. I say it over and over again, but it really does help. And be there for people around you who are waking up and are confused. Spirit wants me to, what do we have for time? Wow, 20 minutes. Not great, but I'm being guided to pull a few more oracle cards to leave you with. Heavenly angels, please show me any guidance for the full moon in Aquarius. Please show me any guidance for the full moon in Aquarius. This is the Fire Guardian. It says to ignite your passion. And what I'm getting from this card is if you're passionate about how you want to see this world going forward, not just your country, and this is for, I mean, I have viewers from all over the world, and sometimes I forget that. And if I do, I apologize. What are you passionate about? How do you see the world going forward? Ignite it. We got a lot of wand energy in that reading. Ignite your passion. Follow your passion. Follow what your guidance is telling you to do. If your passion is to help the people at the border, volunteer, I mean, you know what to do. There's many things you can do, and especially with the internet. If your passion is to teach, if your passion is to heal, if your passion is to help people who are ascending, whatever your passion is to do, if your passion is to be in government, whatever it is, work with children, follow it. Now is the time. Now is the time to make the choice and stand up for what you believe in. Don't be a victim. And know that we're all in this together to make a better world. It's a paradigm shift. It's shifting now. And now is the time when, you know, it's important to pick the highest timeline. And to see yourself there. Gosh, you know, I didn't talk about meditation for one reading. So you got to do the work. You've got to go within. You've got to spend at least 5 minutes a day meditating. It's really important to clear your mind. You know, get away from all of that self-talk. I've been doing transcendental meditation. It's, maybe I've said this before, but it's been, you know, I want to say this lovingly. A lot of people have made money as gurus for transcendental meditation. You know, getting paid $1,000 to give you a mantra word special for you. Guess what? You just need a word that doesn't mean anything so that you don't go up in your head and start having thoughts. It can be any gibberish word at all. You can even change it up. It just has to be a word that you say over and over again that has no meaning to you. So make it up. It could be glib glab or whatever. So it's really important. It will help you to get to know yourself. It will help you to stop the self-talk, the negativity. So meditate. Oh my gosh, 23 minutes. I'm going to pull one last card for the energy of our Ascended Masters. And this is Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. And I am getting some new decks. I'm looking forward to getting Amanda Ellis's new Metatron deck. I ordered it about a month ago on Amazon, and it should be here between sometime in probably mid-September. But it could, maybe I'll get a surprise and it'll come early. But you know how Amazon is. They gave me the time period between August 24th and September 22nd or something. So I am looking at getting some new decks, but I really have to be drawn to a deck. All right, this is Mahavatar Babaji, Soul Expansion. We're all here for a mission. One of the most important missions is to just be here to expand on a soul level. We can't do that from the other side. It's too perfect there. We have to be in duality. We have to be in light and dark, you know. We have to go through lessons in our lives, and that's why we're here. And let me just read this card. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. So remember, I was saying that we are all one. We really are all one. Every rock, every plant, every tree, every person, every animal, we're all connected. And just know that you're here for not just to expand your soul, but also a mission just to bring light to the planet now during this time of this paradigm shift that we're going through. We're all in this together. Remember, your thoughts and your words are energy, and they make a difference. So shine your light. And yeah, I think that's it. So if anyone would like a reading with me, a private reading, I've been doing a lot of past life regressions that are amazing. I do spiritual guidance work. What else? And there's still one opening left. I don't know why. I know it's for someone in particular. It's just floating there. It's a king-size bed at the retreat, February 20th through 25th. If you're interested and you want to save some money, bring a friend that you don't mind sharing a king-size bed with. And, you know, all the information is listed below. And I will have another video out for my Patreon members. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And if you'd like to be a member, just you can see the information below. All right, namaste. Love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.